Hi friends, and welcome to Circle Time. Welcome to April. Welcome to the new background. Some of you already got to see it on another movie. I'm so glad you're here. My apron gives you a clue of the color of the month, and the bell gives you a clue. Purple. So friends, the first thing we do today is ring the bell, and then we'll move on talking about all of the V things for today. So little friends and big friends, when you hear the bell ring, I will start circle time. When you hear the bell ring, it's time for circle time. Circle time, circle time. Now it is time for circle time. The first thing up here, my face right now is supposed to be kind of like a confused or puzzled face, like, what? Why is the alphabet action even before the breath? And now look, I stuck them together. Today, our breath is the same as our alphabet action. Our alphabet action today is vanish. And we're going to do that for our breath. So we're not going to do all the alphabet actions today. We're only going to do V. V makes a sound that when I put my top teeth on my bottom lip and I just go V. So it's kind of like F, like F, 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 but it's V, 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 a little more buzzy. And there's a word spelled here that is vanish. Vanish. You might know what that means. Something disappears. It vanished. Miss Kristen, where's your coffee cup? I don't know. It vanished. It disappeared. I don't know where it is. So watch how I make myself vanish. 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 So our breath today will be a deep breath in when we close our hands over us or put something over your face so you can vanish like this. Again, you could put your hands this way if they move like this. Or watch, I'm going to vanish in a new way. Vanish. One thing we talk about with vanishing and hiding, safety tip. If you are ever hiding from somebody and one of your caregivers, your mom, your dad, a grandma, a grandpa, a daycare provider, a babysitter, a teacher, if the person taking care of you ever calls your name, don't keep hiding silently. You have to call out so they know you're hiding. So you could be like, I'm hiding. And then you can keep hiding if they say, okay, I just want to know where you are. But if you don't say anything and you just stay vanished, that turns it not to be safe or funny anymore. So you remember that if you're hiding, if you're vanished somewhere and somebody calls you, let them know that you're hiding so you can make a plan together about safety. Here are some friends who've gotten older. Some of these tips about being safe in the world get easier as you get older. There are 3 names. Friends, if you can see the purple square, it's near the bottom of the page. There's a purple square, a purple month, April. That's where we are now. And these friends all had their birthday in April. So let me show you who we have. We have Huxley had his birthday. Olivia had her birthday. And one of our Henrys had his birthday. 3 friends are the birthday kids. Huxley, Olivia, Henry. So look, I get to have a big handful of birthday friends with me when I sing to you 3. Huxley, Olivia, Henry. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Huxley, Olivia, and Henry. Happy birthday to you. Oh boy, Henry, your birthday crown fell down. I'm so glad you were born, Henry. I'm so glad you're alive. Happy birthday. And Olivia, I'm so glad you were born. I'm so glad you're alive. Happy birthday. And Hux, or sometimes he likes to be called Batman or Superman. I don't know today because I'm not in the same room with him. But I do know that his other name is Huxley or Hux. Happy birthday, sweetheart. I'm so glad you were born, and I'm so glad you're still alive. Those are April birthday friends. They already had their birthday in April. And friends, something else happened in April. I have these from my April box. Easter eggs. They're colorful plastic eggs, so they're often called Easter eggs. And there are something different in each of these 2 eggs. In this one, maybe you got a clue if you know what that is supposed to say. Play-Doh. That gives me a clue that if it's the same as when the company made it, yup, now there's Play-Doh. An Easter egg full of Play-Doh? Well, I know how to use that. I'll get to use that Play-Doh sometime if I want to do some work for my hand muscles, do some work for my creative brain. This one is lighter, and I shake it, and it seems like it would be empty, but there's something in it. There is a dinosaur in there. A tiny little dinosaur was in this egg. This is something about today, but it's V-Day. So this is not a vinosaur, it's a dinosaur. But let me show you what I'm thinking about. Look at this picture of a dinosaur. A Brontosaurus dinosaur. Do you see something in the background? If you look at that picture, do you see something erupting? Do you see something that could be fire back there? Oh, I got some more dinosaurs. 3 of them this time. Look at those dinosaurs. 1 of them is flying, 2 of them are on the land, and do you see something erupting behind them? There's a little bit of black smoke coming up. Something red going up in the sky and then flowing down that mountain. That's what we're talking about today. That picture walk that we just took, there were dinosaurs and there were these. And this word starts with V. So let me just show you in my book. Our song and poem today, I need to use my journal, some kind of paper to show you first. And I need a black crayon. That's what I want first. Okay, so watch this. I'll do a small up here because I'm going to do it again down here. I'll do it 2 times for you. Here we go. You might think it's just a V from our alphabet tune, but really it's a volcano about to go boom. I'll have a volcano. Look at the crayons I'm using. I had the fire colors all taped together. For when the letter of the week was F, I taped these together so I could make fire colors all at once. I could do it with just a red, just an orange, just a yellow. I could do any color if I imagine it's fire, hot lava. So just like when the letter of the week was U and we turned that U upside down to be our umbrella, this V got turned upside down to be a volcano. So I'll do it again. Here we go. Start by just making your V. A V shape is a straight line down like a slide. Slide it down and then slide back up. Here we go. You might think it's just a V from our alphabet tune, but really, it's a volcano about to go boom. Hot lava's erupting and then it flows down the side. It flows, double volcano flowing. That's the V thing we're doing today. A volcano with hot lava coming out. V is for volcano. So friends, even our letter of the week project today has that same shape of the V turned upside down with then the paper fire hot lava coming out of the top. That's what was in those pictures behind the dinosaurs, far away behind the dinosaurs. So friends, I already have my paper ready. I already have my glue bottle, and there are 3 pieces of fire paper. One of them is red, one of them is orange, and one of them is yellow. And I'm going to get them at coming out of the top of the volcano like it's erupting. But first, I have 2 black rectangles, same shape, same size, and those go on to make the upside down V. So here's what I've got to do. I'm going to put dots of glue on the back of one of these. Come on, glue bottle, I'm ready for you. A dot. A dot, I'm only going to do 3. A dot does a lot. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm putting it at the bottom like that, because I want hot lava to be able to come out of the top with a lot of room. So I put it down there. So it's upside down like that. It has to be upside down, upside down, upside down, upside down. Okay, I need another one. A dot, a dot, a dot does a lot. A dot, a dot, a dot does a lot. Upside down V, right? Does that make sense? So if I was reading it in a book or I was writing it, I would do it this way. But I'm not doing it like it's in a book, and I'm not trying to write it. I'm trying to turn it into a volcano. So I had to do it upside down. And then the hot lava is going to come out of the top. There are 3 pieces. And if I tried to line them up, they would be so big, they would go out here. So let me show you the technique. I'm only going to do 1 dot of glue on here. I'm going to do the yellow one first, and then watch. I put that right in the middle, but I am not done with it. I'm going to use all of the lava pieces. So now I have a red one, and watch. I'm not going to put it next to it. I want it touching the black volcano mountain right here. So I'm going to angle it. See how I put it like on its side a little bit? Because I wanted it to still touch the volcano mountain. It's not out here by itself as hot lava. It's touching the volcano mountain. And so those are going over each other, overlapping. A very common collage technique. Here, so I'm not going to put this out here. I'm not going to put it out here. I'm not going to put it down here, though, because I want it connected and erupting. So look, I put it to the side, and then it looks like all 3 of those are coming out of the top. You might think it's just a V from our alphabet song, but really, it's a volcano about to go boom. V is for volcano. V is for volcano. We know that's the V upside down. I'm going to turn these back this way so that we can see them the way that they look in the books, and we can see this one to know that we wanted it to be our upside down volcano V. Snack talk is next. Snack talk and our special activity kind of go together. I'm wondering, This is a V thing I'm going to show you. And this is not the snack, but this is something that's made in the snack. Do you know what this is? It looks like water and it sounds like water, but it's not water. Some people use this at Easter celebrating. Some people use this when they colored Easter eggs. People often use it with their vegetables. If people use enough of this and spices with a cucumber, it turns them into pickles. This is vinegar, not vinegar. It's vinegar. And this vinegar ingredient we're going to use for our special activity, but it's also in our snack today. This snack has a V word on it. This V word is vinegar. Let's do a little word check here and see what makes sense to you. So this is our snack today. And here is my question for you. Snack, oh boy. Snack, you just hang out right here. And then we'll get to see you a little bit. Stay, snack, stay. Thank you. Okay, well, the first thing I have to ask you is, do you think those are potato chips? No, they're potato chips. Do you think they're potato vips? No, they're potato chips. Here's a question. Do you think they put vault on it? No, they put salt on it. Do you remember if I said that there was vinegar? There is vinegar. Vinegar is the V word. These are potato chips with salt and vinegar. I already know that I do like them. So sometime if you ever get to try food that has vinegar, find out from the people around you, does this have vinegar? Does this have vinegar? See if you like it. I know I do. It's one of my favorite things. Anything that has like pickles in it. And so that might make sense to you why I really like doing this work with vinegar. These are two little objects with a plus sign in the middle. That means we're going to put them together. This plus this. This mixed with this. The V on that bottle stands for vinegar. And then there's a little orange box with the letters BS. B is for baking and S is for soda. Baking soda. Vinegar plus baking soda. And you've maybe heard of this before. So I'm going to bring my little tabletop over for you. In this little plastic test tube, I'm going to be playing like I'm a scientist. In this little plastic test tube, I've written baking vinegar and baking soda. Vinegar plus baking soda, because that's my plan of what's going to go in here. So now everybody knows. We already know that this is the vinegar. It's labeled. The company already wrote on here, it's vinegar. If I finish the vinegar and then I wanted to put water in here, I should not keep this saying vinegar. I should cross it out and I should write water on it. And maybe even the date of when I changed it. I learned that in science class. It's very important when you do science work to label your things. So then, thank you, company who already manufactured and packaged this up for us. This says baking soda. They already told us. It's a white powder. I'll pour some in here so you can see it loose. See that white powder coming out? That's baking soda. And it's really powdery. So if I was going to find a different white powder like baby powder or powdered sugar, and I was going to use that when this was all gone, and I was going to maybe put powdered sugar in here instead, I better cross this out. It's not baking soda anymore, then it would be powdered sugar. It's a safety thing, so people know what is in the containers. So today, we know this is baking soda, this is vinegar, and something will happen that is kind of like a volcano when they mix. There's a reaction. So the first thing I'm going to do, I know I poured some baking soda loose in my little tray, but I don't want it loose. I want my baking soda to be in this test tube. Oh boy, Miss Kristen. And I like to kind of do a lot. And since I have my work tray, I'm not worrying about it being too messy. Okay, so my baking soda is already in there. Now, my vinegar is going to go in, but I'm not going to just pour it in to there straight. I have a little cup. The cup doesn't have a label on it. That means it's just a new, clean cup. So there goes my vinegar. Great, great, great. And friends, I'm not even going to pour it just with this. I'm going to use my special little dropper. This. Now, this is what I want to be careful of because I don't want to squirt this anywhere else. I'm only putting it in my test tube. So I squeeze my dropper, my pipette. The vinegar comes up, and let's see what happens. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Do you see anything happening? What in the world? What in the world? Do you see the bubbles? Oh, they're coming almost to the tippy top. Oh, they're coming to the tippy top. When the baking soda and vinegar mix, there's a reaction. And it's coming up by itself. Look at this. And it's safe for me to touch. Some chemicals are not safe to touch. And some, when they change, they go together, aren't safe to touch. This is. So this is about to get a little bit messier. I have a big blob of baking soda that stayed together from the box. So I'm going to show you something. Look. Do you see it? Right in my hand. And it's just cold because it's cold like room temperature, just like the bottle was sitting out. It's not changing temperature, but it is bubbling. It's reacting. There are things that are safe to mix, and there are things that are not safe to mix. So when you're doing, look, apron, just wipe it off. When you're doing any kind of science work or you want to practice your scientist behavior, make sure you're with somebody who understands and knows what is safe to mix, what is not safe to mix. I always read about it when I'm doing cleaning or I'm doing things with different chemicals. I'm going to find out if it's safe for them to go together. And on the containers, it'll tell you that. This is safe to put together, vinegar and baking soda. And it kind of reminds me of the volcano eruption. There's a song about it too. All right, let me move my little tabletop over. And let me show you this song before we sing our goodbye poem. The song is this. I am a volcano, wide and tall. I am so strong, I will not fall. So we're being very still, very strong. Hands by our sides, being just very still and strong. But watch this. When I start to rumble, you start to shake, you will see lots of lava coming out of me. So you're a volcano, and you're starting to rumble, and then hot lava erupted out of the top of you. Again, first, very still. I am a volcano, wide and tall. I am so strong, I will not fall. But when I start to rumble, start to shake your body a little bit, wiggle your legs maybe, that makes the rest of you wiggle, you will see lots of lava coming out of me. So, in real life, the people who work with volcanoes have lots of safety gear to wear. They know how to protect their body from the heat of the lava. Lava is molten rock that is so hot it turned into a liquid. So they would know to not be close to it. They would know what to wear, and they know how to help keep us safe about volcanoes. There are little sensors all around the volcano, little things, little wires and little metal probe things that are on there, so that if there's any tiny rumble, the machines know it, and they send a message to somebody who says, oh, it looks like that volcano is showing some signs of activity. Very little rumble. It is not going to erupt yet, but it's starting to make a little rumble. And then sometimes the rumbling stops and there's no eruption. Sometimes the rumble gets bigger and bigger and bigger. People move out. All of the creatures even feel it and hear it. They move out so that it can erupt all by itself. So when you're being that volcano still and then rumbling, if you were a real volcano and if there was a sensor on you, people would know that you were about to erupt or calm down and not erupt. But it's hot. Just like that thing is hot in real life. The sun. So for our goodbye poem and our We Wish You Well song, I'm going to have the sun showing. So I'll have the sun showing for that because it's hot, just like the lava is hot. And let's do our old way of going around the sun, like this. Round and round the circle like a sun. One step, two step, circle time is done. Again, round and round the circle like a sun. One step, two step, circle time is done. Hey, I could make this rumble. It's not a volcano, and it's not even a volcano shape, but I can make it rumble, and because of all the names in here, you might be able to know or hear them making a sound like this. Rumble, 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 rumble. Oh, little friends, we know we're not together. We've done this for a long time, and we've gotten really good at understanding things. We're not together in the same room. We're together in our hearts. We're doing the same thing at the same time. So everybody, we wish you well. We wish you well. We wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well. I hope you find some vinegar. I hope you can smell it. Maybe you can taste it. I want to know if you like it. I really do want to know if you like it. Vinegar, vinegar, volcano and vinegar. Those are the things I'm thinking about. Thank you for being here, sweethearts. Thank you, and keep doing your hard work. Use your muscles. Get things made that have to do with our volcano work, and that'll really help you get out some of your energy too. Bye, sweethearts. See you next time.